What's up, guys? Hellshiro Animations back at it again, doing part 2 of my Herculoids toy review slash showcase. Um, as you can see, I got all the figures. Surprisingly, the yeah, I got them all complete. The only three, I guess, three characters I had to get pre-owned was Tara, Igu, and Gloop. Gleep, Dorno, and Tundra are brand new in box, and my Jacques and my new Xandor, because Xandor originally came with Jacques, are new. So yeah, that's pretty good. I actually Gloop, Igu, and Tara were kind of not really dirty, but they had like scratch marks on them. So I wiped them down and cleaned them off, and now they're in better condition. Um, Unfortunately, you can't really see it. Igu has a little scratch on his top lip, and Gloop has a little scratch on his eye, one of his eyes, but it's not that noticeable unless you get up and close at the figures, and it would kind of be a waste of money for me to buy a small bottle of paint just to paint over those scratches or whatever. So, I did get them pre-owned, so yeah. It's not a big deal. I can live with it. Yeah, I actually didn't talk about Tara in my part one. I forgot to talk about her. If I can get to, yeah, that's a little bit better. Yeah, Tara, she's beautiful. I love blonde characters. Oh, and I just knocked her over. Yeah, I love blonde characters, and let's see. Yeah, her hair is nice. Her hair had marks all over it. So the front of her body. I pretty much got all of them. Let's see. She has basic. Arms can go up and down. Her hands can swivel 360. She has knee joints, and I guess thigh joints. Yeah, her legs are a ball joint. Her head's a ball joint. Her head can actually pop off. Yeah, this makes her my, I think, eighth or ninth female character that I own in my collection, so I'm also happy about that. Let's see if I can get her back to stand again. There we go. I just kind of wish her eyes were a little bit better. From an angle, they kind of look lopsided, but when you get a better look at her, it looks all right. Dorno is really cool. I like him. It looked like he had something on top of his hair. Yeah. He has some dust on his hair. Yeah, Dorno's cool. I like him. I like that he's so little because he is a little boy. I don't think they said in the show, but I'm gonna say Dorno was maybe around like 8 or 9, maybe 10. But yeah, he's cool. Unfortunately, you can't really see. Zoom. Yeah, it shows a little bit on camera. When I was trying to get him out of the box, his slingshot was caught on something. So I thought that it was removable from his fist, which you're not supposed to remove it from the fist, but if you can actually take the slingshot out, but you're not supposed to. I think it's glued in there. So I spun it around. I spun the slingshot around because I thought it was removable, and it snapped. Yeah, it snapped on me, and I was so mad because I was like, "Oh, this figure, I can't just easily just buy another one." So I got some super glue. I bought some super glue, and I glued it back on there, and now, yeah, it's pretty good as new. Like I said, I probably won't really mess with that hand anymore. My only gripe is if I put these guys in storage or something like that, I don't want it to press up against something and then snap and then break apart again. That'll just be a hassle trying to get it back together. But other than that, yeah, he's awesome. I love him. I like this character on the show, on the cartoon. Um, yeah, it's just, oop, it's a cool kid. Um, oh, oh crap. Oh man, the family's falling over. Um, so what to talk about next? Oh yeah, Xandor. I guess let's see if I can lean her up against Igu. Yeah. Um, I'll do the same with Dorno. Yeah, so this is my new Xandor who came with Jacques. He's in nicer condition. As you can see, he comes with a shield. It's just a basic brown shield. It's kind of small, but I don't mind. I love it. I dig it. He also came with his slingshot with the strap that can be put on the back. Yeah, it can be displayed on his back. Unfortunately, it's warped, but I can live with it. There's the back of him. Of course, this figure has been in a box in storage since 2001. So yeah, he's old. You can actually sit the shield on his shoulder because he did that a lot in the show when he wasn't using it, which is cool. But yeah, I love Xandor as a character. So would I want him to be my dad? Probably not. But he would make a cool ally. Yeah. So I showed off Gloop and Igu in my last review. So now I'll show off Tundra, who, as you guys can see, Tundra is yeah, Tundra's cool. I actually forgot to pull him out. He comes with these little orange pellets that are supposed to resemble the energy rocks he would shoot out of his horn. I'm not entirely sure how you're supposed to put him in here, but I think you can open up this compartment right here, and I think that's how you stick him in there. Yeah, you stick him in through there. But yeah, this also opens up so any three of the family can sit on top of him. I actually had Dorno sitting on top of him for a little while. Yeah, his face is nice. It's not. I mean, you look at him, like if you're familiar with the Herculoids and you look at him, you obviously can tell like which character he is, but he's not like completely screen accurate, which it doesn't bother me. Because in the show he did not have red eyes. He had just regular, white eyes with black pupils. Tail. You see the detail on him is really nice. Yeah, he has wheels under his body for some type of gimmick. I think I explained in my part 1. Yeah, he has some type of ramming gimmick or something. Yeah. This really cool figure, really cool character. I dig him. He's awesome. Yeah. It really doesn't have any articulation. I guess his head moves a little bit and the legs move, but that's about it. He's more of a display piece. Um, Last but not least, we have Jacques, who I actually just got finished cleaning. He had a few marks on him from being in the box for so long. Um, yeah, Jacques really cool. He actually has a light up eye feature. I hope it works, being how old this figure is. But I don't have the right batteries. He needs watch batteries, I think. Little round circle shaped batteries. So I'm gonna see if I can find those at work tomorrow. Um, but yeah, Jacques is cool. I dig him. He has a pretty big wingspan. I think that's as far as it can go. He has a pretty big wingspan. Let's see. Uh, yeah, his wings are decently big. Oh my goodness. Look at that dragon. Oh wow, this is my first dragon. Well, not my first dragon figure, but this is my first like big dragon figure. That's pretty cool. I didn't think about that. Um yeah. So he has knee, well elbow, you can bend the elbow. He has I think oh yeah, he has ratchet joints. Like I said, his elbows can bend. He has, I guess, wrist swivel. His head can move down this far. Oh, and his head can move a little bit. And his legs can also have ratchet joint, and his feet can go up and down. But he does not have tail articulation. Tail's just like a rubber piece. Um, Details on his eyes are nice. I will see when I get the batteries. I might show Jacques. Hopefully it works. I'll show his light feature. But yeah. Also came with instructions explaining how to insert the batteries. But yeah, like I said, so I'm in love with these guys. Hard to believe they're incredibly expensive these days. Like I said, give the show a watch. Oh yeah, as you can see in the background, when you get all three dioramas together, it spells out Herculoids, which is the icing on the cake in my opinion. Um, let's see. As you can see to the right, I have all three boxes displayed next to the figures. So another interesting thing on the back of the boxes, it shows the team who worked on the figures, well, who basically made them for the company, I guess, which is awesome. Shout out to all of those people for making these figures of these characters. It's hard to stand. There we go. So, yeah, guys, can I recommend these figures? Somewhat. If you're a fan, or if you like the cartoon, you like to have figures, you can't go wrong with these. They're the only figures that exist of the whole team, of the whole family. There, I actually forgot to mention, there were some more screen accurate figures made like some years ago called X Plus. The company was called X Plus. Unfortunately, they only did Tundra and Xandor. They only did those two characters, um, who have less articulation than these figures. they're kind of more display pieces, but they still have a little bit of articulation. Um, I'll probably try to get those just to have more Herculoid collectibles. I will eventually buy the complete series on DVD sometime this year, maybe in a couple months. Um, in total, I probably spent like $400 on this whole all these figures. These figures cost me at least $400, which is the most I spent on any action figure or anything ever in my entire life as of now. Um, but yeah, I mean, can I recommend these? Yes and no. If you have the money and you can find them for affordable price, yeah, get them. They are absolutely worth it. They make great display pieces. It's great action figures to look at. Just me watching the show, watching episodes on my phone, binge watching, seeing these characters in action. This makes me so happy to have, figures of them, so physical representations of the characters. Just I love it. Yeah. So, as far as more as what I'm going to do next, as far as content, I'm not entirely sure. Um, I'll think of something to do. I want to keep making videos, but if I'm gonna take a break from collecting, that's gonna be kind of hard. So we'll see. I might do maybe movie or TV reviews, maybe, or cartoon reviews. Um, we'll just have to see. But I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more of my future content. I love you guys and all that jazz. So, peace.